Regardless of your opinion about the extent of Michael's plastic surgery, one fact is clear. Martin Bashir's TV special made only passing reference to one of the most noticeable differences in Michael's appearance. When Michael Jackson was a boy, he was a black kid. And now as an adult, he looks like a white man.
Which was a rumor. They said I was putting on cream to make myself lighter. That's not true. I have vitiligo.
You have a condition.
Vitiligo is a medical condition that Jackson claims has afflicted him for more than 20 years. This disfiguring skin disease affects nearly 2% of the world's population and strips all pigmentation from the skin. The result is not just pale, but porcelain white.
The beginnings of the vitiligo started happening relatively early. You know, he even was trying to hide it from me. He tried to hide it for quite a while. You know, he'd always try to cover with makeup and even out his skin tone and everything until it just got so extensive. I mean, it's all over his body. We were always trying to hide it and cover it for the longest time until he just had to tell Oprah and tell the world, listen, I'm not trying to be white. I have a skin disease.
The loss of pigment exposes vitiligo sufferers to great risk of skin cancer, requiring constant shade from the sun and thick makeup or sunblock to lessen the exposure.
You know, in the beginning, I tried to cover the light spots to the darkest part of his skin, but then it became so extensive that we had to go with the lighter part of the skin because his whole body was reacting. He'd have to be in complete, full body makeup every inch of his body. You know, so it was easier to make the transition to him being to the lighter shade that he is.
But for Michael, one of the most painful side effects of vitiligo is the reminder of the earlier skin trauma that humiliated him as a child.
You talked about how when you went through adolescence, you had a terrible time.
Yeah.
And in fact, I had a look at some pictures of you during that period. And you did have a lot of spots.
Yeah. And being shy as I am and was, then even worse then. Terrible. It was like a disease.
Perhaps the most startling omission regarding Michael's history of plastic surgery came during a discussion of the procedures that Michael admits to having.
You're saying you've only ever had one piece of surgery on your nose?
2.
You've had 2?
As I can remember.
This is where the TV show stops. But had they included Michael's answer from just 10 seconds earlier, they would have allowed him to remind us of a serious injury that severely affected his appearance.
No. I was severely burned.
Yeah. But apart from having that surgery because of obviously the injury of the fire.
January 27, 1984. Michael was shooting a commercial that attempted to duplicate a concert performance. During the last take, a planned pyrotechnic explosion went wrong and ignited Michael's hair on fire.
He was so badly burnt on the top of, the whole top of his head caught fire right in front of my eyes. And I couldn't do anything about it. I couldn't get to him on time. But Nico, Marlon Brando's son, was able to push away the barricades and jump on him and put out the fire with his bare hands.
He will have nursing and medical personnel on call 24 hours a day. Due to his very excellent health and his very strong personal and religious commitments, he will have as excellent a recovery as is possible.
Michael was rushed to the hospital, where he was treated for 2nd and 3rd degree burns. He later underwent skin graft surgery in an attempt to repair the damage. But as we noted, as severe as this incident was, it was completely ignored by Bashir.
You had nothing to your cheeks?
No. These cheekbones?
Yeah.
No.
You haven't had any inserts?
No. My father got...
What about your dimple?
Can we get off of this plastic surgery garbage? This is tabloid stuff.
Well...
You're beyond this.
I know.
You're a respected
Well,
journalist.
I know. The problem
You're
is...
getting tabloid.
When we return, we'll take another look at some of the answers that were never heard.
They call me weird overnight, strange, wacko. You know, they said I'm a girl, homosexual. He wants to buy the Elephant Man bones. He sleeps in a hyperbaric chamber. None of that stuff is true.
And some of the differences in opinion.
So you're happy you did it now?
Yeah, because I've shared.
Even though you've been attacked, even though people in America say you shouldn't look after your own children?
Yeah, but a lot of people said, leave him alone. Shut the hell up. A lot of people.
All caught on Michael Jackson's own camera. When we return to the Michael Jackson interview, the footage you were never meant to see.